Hello everyone, and today I'm going to talk you through how I managed to defeat the extreme AI using only Militia. Now, I did give this a few different goes because I couldn't quite nail down a strategy and I wasn't consistent with it. And however, the recording I did actually make was actually of me playing the game. That recording doesn't exist anymore. So I'm going to try casting this game because it was a pretty cool game. At least I think I had fun with it. So I wanted to kind of talk about how it went down. So I just lost a villager here. That was an embarrassing moment. We'll gloss over what just happened there. He will be forgotten but missed. He'll be forgotten but missed. So playing as extreme AI, I can only make militia. However, I'm not allowed to make anything from any of the buildings. I can only make militia. I can upgrade them as much as I want, as long as I don't upgrade them into like man-at-arms or anything like that. So I can increase their stats with blacksmith and castle, unique castle upgrade, which the Romans do have, which I'll get into in a second. And we can kind of play around with those things. We just can't make them into their next level of unit. So it was kind of a strategy a game mode that I kind of devised a while back and wanted to do, but I didn't quite have the skills to play against the extreme AI in a 1v1 using militia. And I was definitely not going to play it on Arabia. I'll get into the map choice in a second, this is Team Moats. So, as you can see here, pretty standard stuff, just doing a fairly normal build order, I guess. Probably a bit weird. Putting a tower at the front for defense, so I should get into that. I can build defensive buildings anywhere I want, just not in their base. So I can drop a castle here, I can drop... I could, if I wanted to, build towers all around the outside, wouldn't be a problem. That is one of the only rules that I have allowed for myself is I can build defensive buildings because militia can't hold an area to save their lives. So I needed something to at least give me some sort of chance. So you'll see how I use those effectively in this game. But I will let you know the militia are what win me the game. Positioning also helps, but it's mainly the militia. Let's get back. We're going at 4 times speed because it's just a lot of build up, nothing really going on, and it's kind of, yeah. So, building up, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, okay, I've lost this villager to the boar, and I'm thinking that I'm only 1 vill behind. Little did I know, wasn't making vills. One of those classic moments of, oh, I'm microing army, but not making villages, and they went down pretty easily. But I wanted to try and slow them down a little bit, try to be a bit annoying, and I see that they're making archers, which I expected because I am playing against Vietnamese. Thankfully, I'm not playing against a knight civ, because that would be a problem. Militia versus knights is just not even a chance. Trust me, I tried that game. Didn't have any fun with it. I will never ever try to use militia against Lithuanians ever again. That was ridiculous. But yeah, as you can see, just doing a bit of annoying little damage. Just trying to kind of keep the AI busy and trying to keep these guys away because I want to leave my base. My plan is to put a castle here to at least stop or reduce their flow of units coming out. That's my strategy. So I built a second TC to protect that tower in case they send out military. I was really good about not letting them take out any more villages than I'd lost to the ball. I thought if I lose any vills to the AI, it's game over. That's just it. So they've got 1.3k worth of military, got 320 resources of military. So 3 militia, 20 archers / skirms. It's a bit rough for me at this point, but I'm thinking I'm watching these dudes. I'm trying to lure their army into their base so I can send my villagers to build this castle. So all that matters is I micro this army. I don't care about making villages my TC. It doesn't matter. I need to make sure that army does not come out till that castle gets up. And thankfully, I got the castle up, and now I'm able to hold down this area. And this is probably the winning move for me. Being able to just stop their army from coming out and taking out their army without really doing anything was perfect. Because you got to remember, I've got to play kind of intelligently. Now, I will say that I did anticipate archers because when I was scouting, I did see this archer range. I didn't mention that. But one thing I didn't anticipate was this siege workshop. I didn't see that. So as you can see, I'm not aware of it. I've explored the center of the map a bit, and then the other base. But I'm not aware of anything else that they could potentially be doing. I see this TC going up and I'm just like, do I have to deal with that right now? And obviously I do. So I'm going to You'll see what happens. I'm going to press play again. So I see them building a TC and I'm like, I don't really want a TC next to my stone. So I'm building a tower to defend that. Now, I think because of the castle positioning, it kind of stopped the AI from being able to attack me much. They don't really do a lot. So I stopped that TC from going up and not much happens for a while. And I'm thinking, okay, this is a good position, but I feel like I'm behind. In my mind, I think they've got archers. I think they've got more than just villagers taking out my militia. Then I see this, I saw that. And when I saw that mangonel, it clued me in that there might be a siege workshop over here. So I kind of went, okay, I need to get a massive militia out because if they start sending out siege, I need to be able to take it out. Then I see the ram and I go, oh, okay, let's deal with that. So we're taking out this stuff. And as you can see, this castle's done a lot of work. I don't know how many kills it's got. I can't see that because I haven't paid for capture age. I'm using the free version. But that's good enough for our purposes here today. So as you can see, Eco KD, I've taken out 14 villages and they've done nothing. So effectively, I've had an untouched eco, but because I'm not a very good player, I have a worse eco. But I do have one advantage over them, which I have gold. They do have gold access, but not much. And I think the castle positioning, as well as being active with my militia, has actually helped me kind of catch up in terms of economy efficiency and usage. Can I see... Okay, I can only see idle eco. So I have more idle eco and more idle TC time. However, I was able to kind of make up for that by having access to resources. I had access to this gold, but I end up going to this gold eventually. And I'm keeping their military is being ineffective. They're wasting resources on military while I'm making just a bunch of militia. Actually, I didn't even quite really mention why I picked Romans. I picked Romans because of their blacksmith bonus, where they get extra on their blacksmith armor upgrades, but also because of their late game tech. That is kind of why I chose to play this game to the late game. I say it was a choice. I didn't really get much of a choice. I'm making militia. This is very, very difficult. And I'm starting to see knights, and I'm just like, I'm in trouble. Because I can't deal with knights. And if they've got stable units, that means elephants are on the cards for the Vietnamese. I don't know their eco when I'm playing this game either. For me, I think they're way ahead in eco. I'm assuming they've got 20 vills on me. At this point, I'm now ahead on eco. I'm ahead on military. I should actually be in a position where I should feel comfortable knowing that I'm doing well. I didn't feel that way. Even though I was in their base being annoying, I just didn't feel like I was doing well. And I didn't know about this stable over here. Didn't know about this siege workshop coming up over here. So it was a bit like worrying when I saw knights coming from this direction with this tower. I was a bit like, oh, that's not a good thing. And this knight, it took out a few of my militia. Now that wouldn't be a big deal if it was like a normal game where I can make other stuff. I can't. And I need a lot of them. So thankfully we kind of recovered from our loss of... We started to recover from our loss on our army front because we did actually have... I was a bit concerned because I thought that we were going to lose all our army. I thought they were going to bring out lots of stuff. I saw archery ranges. I see a stable. I'm thinking that they're going to make a lot of stuff. So I'm sitting there thinking they're going to send a bunch of knights from this side and they're going to come into my base or something. I don't know. But as it turns out, the AI gets massive tunnel vision. And I was able to kind of abuse that. By having the castle here, they weren't sending military to defend their base. And they were using villagers to fight off my guys. So it kind of worked in my favor a little bit. They just seemed so hell-bent on destroying my castle. If that castle had fallen, I think I'd lose the game. But like even now, they got villagers just walking around, wandering around, and they're wondering why they're just kind of like wondering why they're being shot at, and not doing anything about it. I think at this point I also had ballistics, so they couldn't really avoid it. I don't know why the AI chooses to stick around under tower fire. That's why I didn't want to tower rush them. That's why I didn't want to put any buildings inside their base. The one thing I probably would do next time if I were to do this challenge again is I would probably make a set of rule where I can't build castles unless it's at the halfway point. As far as I'm concerned though, this is no man's land, so I can do what I want. But they got 34 vills on food. They just didn't have gold access. Like, they got 0 gold. And they keep trying to build this TC over here, and I keep denying it. Like, obviously, knights are going to take out militia. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. So, just a bit of back and forth for a bit. I'm taking out their villages now. I want to try and keep their economy kind of idle as much as I can. They got sending more rams at us. I'm destroying their barracks, destroying their market. I'm just trying to do damage where I can. And then I send these 25 militia to take out this TC. And if I go to normal speed, you see how long it takes. Look at that HP. Oh, we can really zoom in too, can't we? Whoa. Yeah, so it's kind of, they took their time. Like, this is taking quite some time. Mind you, they're fully upgraded for castle. They got every tech that I can possibly get at this stage of the game. But it was just lack of, I think I'm choosing to believe that it was lack of kind of access to obviously the higher upgrades. So it just takes time. So you need to have a lot of military. I've got 84 vills and nearly 60 military. And even then, with 60 military, I didn't feel like I was in a position where I could, really finish him off at this point. Now I'm in Imperial Age, and I'm looking at getting the unique tech, which gives us a charge attack on our militia. So then we could kind of do a lot more damage with that, as well as having access to the fact that we could get the last attack upgrade on our militia. Because these guys are what? They've got 6 attack. And they've got, like, no HP, and they got, like, no armor. So, they're like a worse version of a Karambit, because they're slower, and they're just weaker. It is worse. It's like having Karambits, but they also take a long time to make, are slow, and are weaker. It's just like the worst of everything. But, we kind of seem to be doing a good job. It'll speed it up a little bit. At this point, I've got, like, 9 barracks. I've got 7 forward, 2 for the back, and I'm just trying to take out their main base now. Because I've kind of figured I've got 65 military. Oh, God, I didn't know how much I had, but I've got a lot of military. I should be able to take them out now. And as you can see, I'm taking out this TC. I didn't know about this TC. I was scouting around with militia, trying to see if I could find any pockets of their base, or even finding resources, because I'm looking around going, there's not much gold left. I need to get gold, and I'm getting more stone because I need more stone. Oh, actually, I don't need more stone. I just want more stone. But I was thinking, I haven't got much access to resources. So we're dealing with the TCs, and I'm thinking, okay. I think at this point, like, I know I've got this, and I'm just waiting for the AI to resign. They got 21 military, and eco and 1 military. I don't even know what their 1 military is. Oh, it's 1 crossbowman who went down. So they got 22 villagers. There's not a lot left for them, and they can't come out of their base. All they've got, and they're resigned now, all they got is this. And look at the statistics. 124 militia that I made and 35 crossbows is what the enemy made. So I think that was a pretty good thing. Technically, I think 35 crossbows should probably be able to deal with that many militia if they're microwing heavy, and the AI probably could do it. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like this kind of stuff, I make videos every week. And yeah, subscribe if you're new here. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.